Right then, this is my second video. As promised, I'll do some tutorials, so I guess I'm making up for lost time really, because this is quite a long time coming. I'm going to try not to say as much as I did in the first video, because I know how annoying it is when people keep doing that, and I don't know why I'm doing it, to be honest. So I'll say so instead. I'm going to go through the stances we went through before, just as a recap. Oh god, I've done it again. Try and practice the movements or the stances as often as you can, starting right from the beginning, and we'll just keep adding movements on, techniques on. As the videos progress, the movements will progress. Be patient. Obviously, we learn to walk before we can run, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So we will progress and we will learn new moves as we go forward, starting obviously with stances, then punches, kicks and blocks. So looking forward to hearing any feedback. Thank you everyone that's watched the video so far. Thanks for the likes and the comments from Tyrone. There's one comment from my friend Tyrone that I went through basic training with, so nice one Tyrone for putting a comment there, mate. Cheers. I'm not going to talk too much, I'm just going to go through the movements now that we did earlier. It's starting to get dark here and it's starting to get cold, so I don't want to be out here for too long. I'm not a wimp, but I just don't really like being out in the cold and the dark, so I'm going to carry on and get on with it. Tilt you forward a little bit. So as before, we'll go into position of attention. First thing we'll do is bow, then go into horse stance, and then go into forward fighting stance without standing on the garden. And then, like I said before, we can move forwards like so, and we can move back like so, and then we can go back into horse stance. So the first thing I ever learnt was twist punch position into a twist punch, the first strike. So left hand comes into sternum, so my thumb is resting on my sternum, this hand's facing out, so the left hand is facing out to the right, and then all we're going to do from this position is we're going to throw out the right fist, and as we do so we're going to bring the left fist back to hip. Notice that as I do the punch it twists so the palm faces down, which is why it's called a twist punch. So like so, doing it nice and slow just so you can see what I'm doing. And then we can bring the fist back to hip, so we go back into a twist punch position. It should look something like this. Remember, when we throw in the punch we breathe, we don't hold our breath. It's difficult for me to talk as I'm doing it, so I'm going to talk in between. So as we strike, we breathe out. Obviously I'm exaggerating my breathing out there, I'm making a sound just so you can hear it, but you get the idea. So we breathe in through the nose, and as we exhale, strike. Obviously as we speed up, we'd have to breathe out for multiple strikes, but obviously remembering that at some point we need to inhale as well. So the punch should look like this. When you first start training in the Kwoon, you'd probably be left to do this for a long time, especially if you're like Trevor Ambrose and used to turn up late for sessions. He's a little bit undisciplined. He used to turn up late for sessions, and so Grandmaster used to leave him in the corner of the Kwoon doing twist punches for, I think he used to leave him for half an hour, and now and again he's obviously come and check and make sure he carried on doing it. So you can imagine he had really strong legs. And Trevor Ambrose, I don't know whether you ever heard of him, I'm name dropping now, he went on to become the full contact world champion kickboxer. He's from Leicester, but he started his training like me at Chunsay Down and became a world champion. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to getting some feedback from you. Remember to practice. I know it's very basic movements, but they're the foundation movements. They're the first stances, so they're very important because everything obviously builds from the ground up. So you could say that these first stances and these first punches and kicks and blocks are the roots, and everything's going to grow from the roots. So don't pay lip service to them. Practice, 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 and practice makes better. And remember, take it easy.